When a Korok plays The Legend of Zelda, do they go on a quest for the Tree Force? Happy Sunday, my friends. Welcome to the stream. Oh my. I hope you're well tonight, my friends. Thank you for being here. I have missed you. It is very good to be back. I've had a good time while I've been away. Jelly's parents came and stayed with us. We actually went over to Michigan for most of the week and sort of bounced around, mostly the Upper Peninsula. It was a lot of fun. Saw a lot of waterfalls, saw a lot of bridges, saw a lot of boats. It was a good time. I'd never been over to Michigan before. Saw a lot of thrift stores. Didn't didn't pick up a whole lot of treasures, but got a few things. A few things that will eventually appear on the stream. There are gonna be some rough nights. There are gonna be some rough nights. But welcome in, my friends. Let's welcome everyone in order. Sir Rack of Lamb is first in chat tonight. Great to have you here, my friend. I hope you have been doing well. Dead Zergling, welcome in. Stack Cat, Game and Fit, Lucent Jelly, and Mile Hyrule. I think that's is that everyone? Hopefully I didn't miss anybody. I hope you've had a great week. I hope you had a great weekend, and that your week's getting off to a good start. We're going to play Tears of the Kingdom tonight, my friends. Still avoiding the main story of the game. Might get lost in a side quest, but the plan for tonight is to mostly focus on caves and depths. I've been saying for like 4 weeks that I need to get down into the depths and finish filling in the map down there. Will it happen tonight? Who knows? We'll see. I'm going to try my best to get down there, but I'm going to spend the first portion of the night probably looking for caves, and we'll just see what happens to me. Let's get the game on the screen and get my big head out of the way. Oh, that's not how to do it. I've been away for too long. I forgot how everything works. We're going to do Tears tonight, my friends. This is going to be the only night for Tears of the Kingdom this week. We're going to be focused mostly on retro stuff for most of the week. Tomorrow night, we're going to do our annual back to school stream. I'm going to play some sort of edutainment garbage tomorrow. We're going to continue with Echo the Dolphin, with Contra. There are some C64 games I want to check out. What else are we doing this week? I might be close to it. I don't remember the schedule. I forgot to put Wario on the schedule, so we're going to have to play Wario next week. We'll probably play some more Altered Beast next week, too. Let me see. Let me actually read the chat for a moment. The prophecies have come true. Game and Fit says he has returned. We are back. We are back. Blind Frownie today. He's got a real stinker, I could tell. The joke, yeah. I can assure you that Koroks do not look for the tree force. No, they don't, Zergling says. Okay, Frownie, that joke was just too bad. You have to take another mandatory week off. Zergling, I think the longer I take off, the more my joke quality declines. You had a whole week to come up with something good, Sir Rack of Lamb says. And welcome back. Did you look for Koroks under the falls? I almost did, Mile High Roll. I may have ignored my own safety and wandered off of the fenced-in platform to get closer to the falls than was advisable. I may have done that. You got the every flavored jelly bean, Game and Fit says. It better not be Echo for some cursed console like an Atari Lynx. PlayStation 2 Echo. PlayStation 2 Echo is in our future. I already own a copy, so we have to play it. I don't know when it's going to happen, but I am fated. I am fated to play that game. Game if it says, currently back to playing games with some mild pain. I'm afraid to push it more than a few hours a day, but I'm essentially back. Just need plenty of rest and time to recover. Keep going with these home remedies. I think that's good to hear, Game and Fit. Just stick with it. Don't overdo it. Where are we in this playthrough? I want to make sure I'm not in spoiler territory. I've been avoiding this game on purpose, Game and Fit says. Where are we in this game? That's hard to say. I've still avoided pretty much all of the main story. I've been avoiding and intend to continue avoiding. I have done some significant side quests. I've done a huge portion of the shrines. I've filled in most of the map. So, I mean, you definitely could end up seeing some sort of later game stuff on my playthrough, but probably only sort of general things. Again, I don't plan to do a whole lot of the story. We've done a bit. We haven't done anything regarding any of the temples, but we have done some very significant side story. Wrestling game Friday, Mile High Roll says. Maybe some night. I don't know when that's gonna happen, but I have a whole lot of wrestling games, Mile High Roll. I feel like I am somewhat obligated to play all of them at least once on the stream, but I want to be careful about what I promise you. We ended up having quite the wasp problem last week, Zergling says. Was a wasp the size of a football, about 7 or 8 feet from my wife's bedroom window. I think you mean a nest, yeah. Can you a wasp the size of a football? I would have said I think that was a bird. Oh goodness. I hope that you got it taken care of with ease, Zergling. We are all too familiar with that. Doe, welcome in. Thank you for the resub, Doe. Thank you very much. We're at 13 months, my friend. That you have lent your support to the stream. Lucky number 13. And thank you for that, Doe. I hope you're doing well. Did Jelly join or did she stay safe? Jelly stayed safe. which is the wiser move. I let him venture down to the falls on his own, Jelly says. I joined him in the cold lake water. That we did. That we did. Climb into, what was it, Lake Superior? The cold waters of the lake. That was fun. I'm not really big on beaches and swimming, but sort of spontaneously climbing into the lake while we were up there was a lot of fun. To be honest, I was really close to being finished with the game before I deleted my file. I should be okay, Game and Fit says. I mean, if that's the case, yeah, I don't think I'm going to show you anything you haven't discovered. Can make us into fighters, and I can finally duke it out with our rowdier chatters, Statcat says. Did I miss? Is something leading up to that? We strive for we strive for peace in the chat. This is a we want to keep this a neutral zone. The wrestling games. Oh yes. Use the create a character, make characters based on the chat members. that seems like a dangerous prospect. We have Wasp here too. Game and Fit says. My dog doesn't see them. Going crazy trying to make sure he avoids getting stung. I certainly hope that you remain successful with that, Game and Fit. Joined a local gym opening tomorrow. I'm a founding member. Really looking forward to going tomorrow, even if it's raining. I hope that goes well for you. Frownie is a ground type Pokemon. He's weak to water type. Well, you see, it's mostly... I need to start pressing some buttons here. Thank you for your patience, my friends. Well, I've just been sitting here not doing anything. It's probably going to take a while to get back into this game. I don't actually remember what I was up to. We did this little mini game here and got $100, as I recall. We did a lot of exploring up here. I feel like this area doesn't look like it's got much going on. I don't remember if I made it all the way down here or not. Gonna look for caves. We're gonna look for a lot of caves tonight. I think that an ideal situation would be to explore for caves here. I know there's got to be a lot in this area. The Gerudo Highlands. And to explore around here for some more caves, I think. I don't know. And I need to go down into the depths. I need to get more of this map filled in. So we ended up exploring all of this, like, Hebra region because I was looking for a chasm that would get down into the depths here, and that's why we never went there. I never found a chasm in this whole area. There's got to be something somewhere. Okay, I'm going to continue down in this direction. Ooh, looks like Jelly has some coffee for me. One moment, my friends. A 13-month. Oh no, I forgot. Jelly caught it down. 13 months, though. That's almost a year. I forgot to say it. It's been a lonely week, Doe says. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm glad to have you here, though. Hopefully, I can provide you some decent company for a while. Statcat says Mile High Roll can jump from the top ropes and elbow drop me. Whenever streamers name their game characters after people visiting the stream, Dead Zergling says, without fail, I always end up as a chick. I don't know if I've had a streamer name a character after me. I think, Bel Air Jeff named a, Castlevania 4 run after me once or twice. I think I might have had a Pokemon named after me once. Pretty rare occurrence. It makes sense. Most games don't allow colon parentheses as a name. Don't I know it? Don't I know it? Especially whenever they allow you to put punctuation in your character's name in a game, it's always so heartbreaking to me when I'm not allowed to just draw a frowny face. Kid told me I looked like I was 89 years old today, Game and Fit says. And I just told my grandmother that I thought I looked 10 years younger than my real age. Well, I guess those events line up if in reality you are 99. How old one looks can be rather subjective, Zergling says. I'm not especially good at estimating how old anybody is from their appearance. 34. Maybe the loose skin from losing 50 pounds is showing, Game and Fit says. You're up to 50 pounds lost? Very well done. We can become upside down for a while. Doe, certainly do that. Hang out from the top up here. Alright, I was about to say, we have no way of knowing if Game and Fit isn't 89 years old, StatCat says. Precisely. 52 to 53 pounds now. Look and feel way better than I did. Right on. Very impressed that you've been able to stick with it and make such progress toward your goals. Reminds me, I finally got under 200 pounds this week, Zergling says. GG to you too, my friend. Very well done. Kind of felt like there just had to be a Talus over here, right? Glad we've not been disappointed. Oh my goodness. The weak spot on this Talus is very inconveniently located. I mean, I say that, but also I've been having a pretty decently easy time of handling this battle. It's gonna go downhill now that I said something. There we go. Nice. Gonna keep going, of course. Not being over 200 sure is nice, Zergling says. I wish you worlds of continued success, my friend. Should be playing Zelda, but I'm going to dive into the new Demon Souls tonight, Game and Fit says. Imagine not being able to play the games you want for 3 years. It's going to be like going to Disneyland for the first time. Well done. Thank you for the hydrate, Game and Fit. Happy to do that. Looks like Rock Spina Bifida StatCat says it is, it was located, like, yeah, I guess, pretty much exactly along what would be the, I imagine that the Talus doesn't have a spine, right? But if it did... There we are. I guess I would imagine a Talus didn't have a heart either, though, and I mean, there it is. Been drinking a gallon of water every day for the last 4 days, Game and Fit says. It's rough, but it's getting easier. That is a lot of water. I drink a lot of water myself. Like, basically, water is my go-to beverage. I don't think I get anywhere near a gallon though. I drink a lot of bottled water, which is not the best. I mean, water isn't terribly expensive, but it is kind of an unnecessary expense to get bottled water. And it does create, you know, a lot of plastic waste. But it's just, it's hard to break myself of the convenience factor that bottled water provides. Jelly and I don't have public water service. Our home is attached to a well. We have well water, so like it needs to be filtered, which isn't terribly inconvenient, but we don't have like a filter attached to our sink, so it's got to be done through like a. I mean, we could get one, but we just haven't. So we have to use like a pitcher filter, which is fine, but then the water sits in the fridge, and I really like to drink tepid water. So the bottles are nice because I can just leave them out in the room, of course. Tend toward about 3 or 4 pints of water a day myself, Circling says. I drink a lot of water just to give myself something to do. So I end up drinking a lot of water because whenever I open a bottle, I just want to finish it up right away. I don't like to have a partially finished bottle of water sitting around. Collecting amoebas. So I tend to just drink it by the bottle, and I'll have probably 4 or 5 bottles a day. Usually have one when I wake up, one when I go to bed. I have a bottle or 2 at dinner, and then just another 1 or 2 throughout the day. It's a daily recommended amount of water, 125 ounces, but I drink 128. Keeps me full, improves my mood, helps with a ton of other things like organ function, Less wrinkles in the skin. Tons of stuff, Game and Fit says. I guess. $125 ounces seems like a lot. I think I always heard you're supposed to drink 8 glasses of water a day, right? I guess if you have a big glass, that would be, yeah, about that, right? Because a cup is what, 8 ounces? A glass usually holds about 2 cups. Cup and a half. What bottled water do you drink? Crystal Geyser is my favorite, Game and Fit says. I drink Kroger brand purified drinking water. I can't really tell one brand from another, but I don't really experiment. Sometimes I do get a different... sometimes I do end up with a different brand of water, and, you know, occasionally it can be, like, weird to where I don't like it. But I pretty reliably just stick with the Kroger bottles. Chompy, welcome in. Always a pleasure to have you here. I hope you've been doing well. Collecting amiibos. I kind of collect amiibos. Oh, because I said amoebas. My water, if I leave my water sitting around, it collects amoebas. That was a very obtuse reference to the M. Night Shyamalan movie Signs. In that film, one of the characters is a young girl who leaves half-finished glasses of water all around the family's house, and her excuse for not wanting to go back and finish a glass that she's left sitting there. She tells her, if I remember right, she tells her dad, "I can't drink this one, it has an amoeba in it." Let's finish this bottle hastily, Statcat says. Legionnaires will consume my bottled water. Just Googled it one day to see if I was taking enough water, and that's what popped up, Game and Fit says. Fair enough. Your brain activity shrinks if you're not getting enough water, believe it or not. I mean, I'd believe it. If that's the case, I feel like I probably have failed to get enough water a lot of times. Probably should get around 100 ounces at least, is my guess, Statcat says. Yeah, so I guess I'm not quite hitting that mark. My bottle's got 16 ounces. I drink, well, maybe. If I drink 5 of those a day, that's what, 80 ounces? That's not bad. It might be a little on the low end, but I'm also drinking milk and coffee, so I'm getting some additional hydration. I guess coffee kind of dehydrates you. Or maybe that's soda. Or maybe that's both. I don't know. I'm not a scientist. If it's a liquid, it hydrates. If it's a liquid, I expect it to hydrate me. Been trying to back off water consumption lately, Zergling says. All it gives me is the gift of waking up in the middle of the night to visit the bathroom. I'm familiar with that issue. I don't find that particularly healthy. Interrupted sleep, right? Never. Definitely bad for your health. Uh-oh. Do I have anything to eat? I don't. I'm gonna slide all the way back down. The world is cruel. The world is cruel. Alright, the world is kind again. I've only been drinking about 30 to 60 ounces a day before, Game & Fit says. Craftneer, welcome in. Great to have you here. It's been a while. How goes the adventures of the world's most elite bridge builder? Great to have you here, Craftneer. It has been a little while. I've been taking a sort of vacation. We had some family visit us last week. So I was distracted away from the stream. We had a lot of fun, though. It was a good time, but I am very much glad to be back as well. And kind of up to nothing in this game. I'm looking for caves, so I am doing something. It doesn't look like I'm doing anything. Because I'm not succeeding in finding any, but I am. You know, I'm just sort of bouncing around very slowly, very casually tonight. We're gonna look for caves. Clip. I looked at the world being unkind to me. Coffee is hydrating, so is soda. Just not that good for you, StatCat says. I don't actually drink a whole lot of soda. I'll have a few, I'll have a few cans of soda on the weekend, typically. But, it's actually very rare that I drink a soda during the week. I tend to have a large glass of milk at breakfast. I drink coffee all night long. As, you know, everyone who's been to the stream is probably well aware. And it's just bottles of water throughout the day. Otherwise. So far as like weekday sodas, I mean, because I'm usually just drinking sort of bogus sodas that I find on this, like drinking them on the stream. That probably every soda I've had during a weekday has been documented by the stream. Figure the minimum amount of water anyone should get in a day is about half a gallon, 64 ounces. That sounds like, yeah, 8-ounce cups. Makes sense to me. If you have a gallon of water and then have some watermelon or a coffee, you're crazy, Zergling says. Soda's better for you than drinking pure syrup. I don't think I can deny that. I can't say that I'm in the habit of just grabbing a bottle of syrup and taking a drink. Outside of the, like, 4 or 5 times a year I might have waffles. Syrup doesn't often cross my path. I mean, I guess candy, right? I do eat candies from time to time as well. I guess that they're really just essentially no different from syrup, right? I don't have a very powerful sweet tooth, though. I can go an incredibly long time without having any sort of craving for anything sweet. It's really sort of savory foods that I crave. Had a 64-ounce Mira bottle that I lost. I drink at least one a day, including coffee and stuff. One bottle that holds, like, your daily allotment of water. Not a bad idea. I've been off sugar for so long. Carrots are now sweet to me, Game and Fit says. Carrots are very sweet. Apple cider vinegar tastes like sour candy. That I don't think I've ever had. Definitely not your kind of game, Frownie, Hrafnir says. I just had the most epic boss battle in Final Fantasy 16. It left me speechless. I can't say that I'm gonna be in the rush to play a lot more Final Fantasy games. Probably be a very long time before I get to 16. I definitely want to play some more now that we've done Mystic Quest, but it's difficult. I'm worried, like I'm nervous to play games like that because them not being to my taste. I want to say something like no one would believe this sentence, right? Like I want to say something about like I'm very hesitant to play a game on the stream that I suspect I'm just going to complain about the whole time. But what I mean is like because clearly that's a lie because I'm subjecting myself to Echo the Dolphin for a second time, right? But like I don't want to play a potentially I'm hesitant to play a well-regarded game on the stream that I suspect I'm going to complain about the whole time. Some of the Final Fantasy games can be hard to go back to. The second one is absolute garbage, Rafnir says. I suspect, for the most part, when I do anything Final Fantasy on the stream, that it's going to be the PlayStation 1 releases of the series. Those are what I have already in my collection. I could do I know there are Game Boy Advance versions of a lot of them, so I could do those. But I think I'm probably gonna do the PlayStation games. Where are all the caves? How have I gone for so long without finding any? As many bubble frogs as are in this game, I feel like it should be like virtually impossible to walk around for this long without coming across a new cave. I think I've already pretty thoroughly been through this area too, is the unfortunate thing. Armored Core 6 is coming out in 5 days. Starfield next month. Metal Gear Solid and Batman Trilogy are coming to Switch. Final Fantasy 16. God of War Ragnarok. I don't have the funds to keep up with all the All the games I've missed, Game and Fit says. That sounds like enough to put quite a dent in your wallet. And I think I'm pretty safe in assuming that that only scratches the surface of what you're hoping to get around to. Speaking of water and drinking it, I should pour myself some more. Sort of out in little boats on the lake for like 4 hours today. Lots of balancing and paddling. 5 minutes of swimming, and then I fell off the paddleboard. When I fell off the paddleboard. I don't think I've ever been, well, I know I haven't ever been on a paddleboard. I imagine that you fared way better than I would. Well, here's at least something to do. No problem. This'll be easy. Excuse you? Alright, Korok, let's go. Yahaha! Hey, Rocket Kev, welcome in. Great to see you. Hope you've been doing well. Thank you for joining us tonight. I am upside down. I've been upside down for way longer than I'm supposed to be, though, so... Thank you for bringing it to my attention. We'll return to normal for a while. StatCat says, just beat Baldur's Gate 3, so I'm ready for Armored Core 6. I don't think I know anything about the Armored Core series. Got so many games I need to catch up on. Just wait for them to go on sale, except for a couple of them. Can't get enough of some HO2, Rocket says. That has been the topic of our conversation for most of the night thus far. Our appreciation of and speculation of how much we should get regarding water. Last one I played was 3 on the PlayStation, Game and Fit says. Got destroyed. Ah, I subscribe to your YouTube also. Liking the content? Keep it up, man. Thank you, Rocket. That's very kind of you. Very much appreciated. The YouTube archive, I don't have the greatest track record of keeping up with. I'm more on top of it than I've ever been. But it's largely an afterthought of the stream, right? If Twitch preserved your VODs forever, then the YouTube archive probably wouldn't even exist. But since they disappear off Twitch out of necessity, I kind of have to maintain it. But how are you? I'm doing well. I'm doing well. I took a week off. I wasn't here for the stream all last week. I had family visiting. And we had a lot of good times. I went over to we went over to Michigan. I hadn't actually been there before. For a lot of the week we were over there. Oh my goodness. Run! The Korok in the background is yelling run. Uh-oh, I'm not very well armed. I'm better armed than I thought. I'm not entirely sure what happened there. I'll take it, though. There was another Bokoblin. I don't know what happened to him. I'm pretty sure there were 2 of them. Maybe he went over an edge. What an odd game. I set up a bunch of security cameras in our house. I got some of those, Blink cameras from Amazon. Because I'm always very uneasy when I'm away from home for like more than a day. So I thought, for the peace of mind, to buy a handful of cameras and set them up in my home so that I can, check in on things. It was a worthy investment. It's kind of weird, though, to watch my empty house in night vision with nothing going on. Like, it feels like I live in a Paranormal Activity movie. In the house? Well, yeah, well, there's one... There's one that watches over the yard, and then there are a couple others strategically positioned inside the house. I don't leave them running when we're here. But, yeah, I figure I'll set them up whenever we're going to be away for a little while. I'll tell you about Armored Core. Game Infit says you die a lot. Also, you're a robot or mech or something. Dynamite, welcome in. What are you doing out here? I'm not doing a whole lot tonight, Dynamite. I have to admit, I've mostly wasted our first hour tonight. Ideally, I'd be locating some new caves to explore, but so far it just hasn't happened. Tonight, this is a Tears of the Kingdom ambiance stream. Right, you're not if you're here to if you're tuning in to see progress, I can't promise it. If you just want to enjoy some of the sights and sounds of the game world, well, that's about what I got. I'm of the mindset it's definitely better to have too much water than too little, Zergling says. But if you're getting frustrated and interrupted from drinking water constantly by needing to visit the restroom, then you may have gone too far. I mean, I think there does exist such a thing as water poisoning too, right? Like you can make yourself sick. If you really try, I believe that's correct. The Agent Frownie stream is for education, is for entertainment purposes only, not educational purposes. None of the content should be misconstrued as educational or accurate medical advice. Always contact a properly licensed professional. Dynamite can be another wrestler. Finally. No. Link, what are you doing? My treasure chest is running away. Oh, that's gone. I'm not chasing that treasure all the way down there. I would just consider that lost. Surely it's despawned. This looks promising, though. I don't think I've ever explored this area. If you make a wrestler out of me, I don't mind what you do with my character, but I better have clown shoes. Game and Fit says. Alright, this is what I was trying to do a moment ago. I see now, it would not have worked. That was a lot of work. Was it worth it? Not really. Oh no. No, I didn't want to lose that. Come back, shield. Life is rough in this game, you know? Nothing. Oh, this is already doubled up. Ah, I thought it was a single shield. I was going to use this to double it up, but it's already doubled. I don't know what I'm doing. Who decided to put me in charge? That's clearly the wrong decision. The lady who won a Wii for her son drank a half a gallon in 20 minutes and had to hold it in. Would definitely not recommend drinking more than 20 ounces in an hour for sure, Game and Fit says. My daughter's expecting me early tomorrow. I've got to go, my friend. Welcome back from the week off. Hey, thank you, Zoe. Have fun with your daughter. Thank you for being here, and thank you again for the resub. Always very much appreciated. And be well until I get to see you again, Zoe. Dynamite says, same old story, by the way. I tried watching some similar content channels while you were gone. They were all Rude Lamers Incorporated. I guess it's Team Frownie or nothing for me on Twitch. That's very kind of you, Dynamite. What in the world is this thing? Hey, this is interesting. Let's go. I finally found a cave. I think I'm going to get electrocuted in there. I mean, The lightning bolts do make that somewhat obvious, right? It's like nerf for nothing, StatCat says. I mean, certainly, I do hope that you'll eventually find some other channels that you enjoy if you're looking to fill time when I'm not around. For my sake, you know, selfishly. It's good to hear that it's Frownie or nothing, but I can't be so cruel as to wish upon you that you had only my stream to enjoy. Meaty rice balls. Sounds good. I mean, I just need to electrocute this thing. No. I've never come across whatever this is before. Oh, maybe I have to shine some sunlight on it. It's kind of the wrong time of day for that, though. Well, we can always make a fire. Maybe oh, what? Attach a bundle of wood to my arrow. Oh, that reminds me. I've got to make some better tools. Noon. I started cheering people on while they played Ring Fit Adventure and fitness boxing. I have that Ring Fit game. I haven't ever given it a try. I'm not exactly set up for playing something like that on the stream. Oh no, those are... No, that's not what I... Oh no. I don't need lights, I need mirrors. Where are the mirrors? I know I have some. There it is. Oh, I've got lots of them. I mean, it would be an awful idea to try, you know, something like the Ring Fit thing on the stream anyway. But, like, motion-controlled games in general, I mean, I don't really like motion-controlled stuff. In the first place. But if I did want to play something like that on the stream, it's not, my setup is not convenient for it. I thought that wolf was gonna fight the Lizalfos. I seem to have waited for the wrong time of day. I should have been doing all this in the morning, it would appear. I kind of suspect that sunlight is not the answer to this question anyway. Right? Like, I kind of think that if I look around, I'm gonna find, like, one of those, like, electric orbs. I think my time would be better spent. Looking for something like that, rather than trying to mess around with these mirrors and sunlight. The issue is Frownie is triple S, triple plus tier. And the next best channel is C tier on a good day. You're too kind, Game and Fit. Thank you. I challenge you to reach level 100 on Ring Fit Adventure, Game and Fit says. We'll see about that. I'm not gonna commit myself. I'm not gonna commit myself just yet, but I guess it isn't impossible. Hey, Bort Jams, welcome in. Hope you are well today. Loyal, welcome in. Thank you for joining us as well. Always a pleasure to have you here, Loyal. Glad to see you're on for this Sunday Fun Day stream. That's what we're, you know, trying to have a good time, ease back into things after some time away. That's why I don't have any of the food redeems on tonight. Nothing spicy. I do have a new well, I found a new thing for the wheel that will go on after the sunflower seeds are gone. I don't think it's going to be as devastating as the sunflower seeds. I think it's going to be a rather mild item, but it's something odd I've never had before. So I do have and I actually have bought it, and it's sitting in my home ready to go, unlike all the other things that I keep thinking about buying and not doing and not getting. But I have something spicy for the stream that's not going to go on the wheel. We're just going to have it sometime. I don't know when I'm going to work up the courage to try it, but it's a ghost pepper soda. It's got to be a nightmare, right? No. We're not gonna have it. We're not gonna have it tonight. I don't know when I'm gonna. I don't know when I'm gonna have it. I'll announce in the Discord the night that I'm gonna have it on the stream. So you'll have a heads up. You'll have a heads up to tune in, or at least check out the VOD if you really want to see me suffer with what is probably the most awful thing I'm ever gonna have. But yeah, I found when we were in Michigan, I found a ghost pepper soda pop. I'm dreading it. So my two thoughts are that, well, I think that there's a thing that I need to take to that spot in there. There's some sort of object that's basically like a key. I think it's one of those electrified orbs is what I'm going to have to take in there. And it's either out here being guarded by the enemies on these platforms, or it might be up in the sky. Are my two thoughts for where it might be, so... we're going to explore both possibilities. It could also be up on top of the mountain, but I don't know. I think the more interesting challenge would be to try to get it up higher rather than bring it down low, so... sure are a lot of tumbleweeds. What are you doing, Link? How many Koroks are you up to? I'm up to 231, I think. Hrafnir, you probably just saw. I still have not found Hestu. Please, please, nobody spoil for me his location, please. I still am committed to finding him naturally. Or never finding him. as I suspect is going to be the case. I think I'm going to complete my playthrough without ever finding him. But I'm happy to have that happen because it's kind of hilarious. Let me catch up here. It's surprisingly hard to find cozy streams that aren't trying too hard to be cozy, Chompy says. Well, I can't say that I haven't intentionally leaned into the sort of comfy atmosphere a bit, but I do think it has mostly arisen organically. The gauntlet has been thrown for Ring Fit Adventure. Yeah, that's a scary concept. Beat the tutorial boss. Oh, hang on. I think this is a different kind of Oh. Nope. I thought this was a different kind of wolf. I was mistaken. Dynamite says, I was recently watching another streamer playing Echo versus the hideous final boss. I mentioned how the game is a drag and I hate that boss. And his response was negative, and that's when I said, forget these dudes. That's odd. That's, like... Echo the Dolphin is such a disaster of a game. Why would anyone respond negatively to pointing that out? Nothing. Excuse me. I'll have to have the soda on a day when I have a day that's almost too good. Yeah, I think if I ever have a day where I'm like, you know what, I really just today is too good. I need to ruin it. In case of emergency, break glass for that soda. That's the And see the thing about the soda is like it's a soda. So like it would be something where like all right, well I'll put it on the wheel and and every time I land on it, then like I'll just like pour myself an ounce of it or something like that and we could stretch it out and have it over time. But the thing is once I open it, then the clock is running. It's going to go flat. And so I have to enjoy it all in one limited stretch of time is the problem, right? So so we can't do it like that. I'm just gonna have a night where I drink that soda, followed by a morning when I wake up in the hospital. uh, there's a difference between setting the mood versus all right. Here's our pastel colors, PNG VTuber with blankets, lo-fi and chill study to talking weirdly quiet. Oh, I got the weirdly quiet thing. Got that locked down. However, I am a little bit in trouble. I am a little bit in trouble. We haven't gone full camera yet tonight, but I swapped out my quilt and and Isaac's looking a bit different. So I have leaned in. I have leaned in a bit to the comfy thing, right? So, thank you for the stretch break. Perfect timing, Stat Cat. Yeah, thank you for the excuse for the wide camera. Uh, Frownie, want to hear something very funny, which I saw happen at a convention I went to this month? Sure, board jams. Always, always up for a funny story. Been replaying Muramasa in the Wii on the Wii. Rafnir says, very fun game. I don't think I know what that one is. I love this disaster unironically. There are a lot of things that I say that about, so I guess, you know, I feel real safe throwing all these stones from the comfort of my glass house, but I guess it's not advisable when I think about it, right? All right. Stretch time. Oh yeah, dynamite. Sorry, sorry to take so long to get to your question. It's a ghost pepper soda, is what we were talking about. I bought a bottle of ghost pepper soda, And I'm going to drink it on the stream some night. Not tonight, but some night when I'm feeling really brave. All right. I saw a person get an actual toaster signed by the original illustrator for the base set first edition Charizard car at TrayCon here in Melbourne, which is the weirdest thing for a Pokemon card illustrator to sign in person at a con. First day I went to get my Bulbasaur Funko Pop signed by him. That I I can't imagine that there are too many people with autographed toasters. It's nothing if not unique, right? I'm pretty sure the person who invented the toaster never even autographed a toaster. Bad video game fan versus bad video game enjoyer. No, this game is great and a classic. Versus, yes, this game is bad, but I will play it anyway and enjoy my time with chat. That's the enjoyer. That's what I tried. That's, you know, that's the goal. To have a good time despite the trash. Because of the trash? That line gets blurred a bit. Same here, it's not that normal, Board Jam says. Rocket says, gonna head to bed. Work in 2 hours. Take care, everyone. My goodness, get some good rest, Rocket. Thank you for being here with us. I certainly appreciate you dropping in. And I wish you a smooth and productive work day tomorrow. I'm not exactly prepared for this battle here. What have I got? I thought it was all gonna be... I thought it was all gonna end with the ET marathon. Oh, the ET marathon was just the beginning. Was that the most significant? That was probably the first like really significant chunk of trash that I played on the stream. That's where I think that's where the dumpster diving really began was with the ET marathon. And that sort of just happened just because it was so funny to me how many ET games existed. Hey Greg, welcome in. Hope you are doing well. Welcome back. Thank you. Thank you. I had a nice little vacation. I had a lot of fun, but I am very happy to be back. Do I have anything spicy? I do. 6 minutes is not a lot of time. That cold resistance isn't even enough either. Huh. Interesting. Alright, well, I'll just put that back on then too, I guess. I am scared to fight this guy. I don't have a bow? This is a mistake. This is all a mistake. I don't have any... Oh, I mean, I've got some, but I don't have a very significant collection of fire either. I've got to run. I've got to run from this battle. I'm not in a position to make this happen. I am going to heroically flee. What's going on here? This answers my question whether or not you've seen a Gleeok. I've defeated one, actually, but only one, and just barely. But I did. I have had one successful Gleeok battle. I haven't really figured out the trick of how to fight them well. There's something, I suspect there's something to it that I'm not piecing together. Still have a long way to go before I can take on a Gleeok, Greg says. Yeah, I defeated one, but it consumed pretty much all of my resources to do it. It wasn't it wasn't smart of me to do it. I've lost track of where that lightning thing was that I was working on. I'm gonna go back to it, but I've sort of become confused about where I am. If we made it through ET, what can't we make it through? I like that, stat cat. I certainly, am inclined to agree with it. Though I don't have a perfect track record. We have abandoned a few games that we've started on the stream. I like to make it all the way through everything we do, but, there are a few games that we put down that I don't think we'll ever pick up again. I got a picture of a bear. Uh-oh. I've heard that if you're being threatened by a bear in real life, it's actually not advisable to try and climb a tree to get away from them. Is that the sign guy? No, that's a Lizalfos. I really should have marked my map when I found that thing. Can I ask what's on the schedule this week? Yeah, Dynamite. Tomorrow night we're gonna play something, I haven't exactly decided what, but we're gonna play something edutainment related. Around mid to late August. It's back to school time, so I like to have an edutainment night. We did Sesame Street and Mario educational games last year. So we're going to do something like that tomorrow night. We're going to do Echo and Contra, I think on Tuesday and Friday. I don't remember what we're doing on Wednesday. On Thursday, we're going to play some C64 games. I've got a couple picked out that hopefully won't be too much of a disaster. There's a new C64 game that was recommended to me that we're going to try out, and there's another one that I just sort of stumbled upon. Oh, it's the same. It's Contra Advance. I still haven't completed a playthrough of Contra Advance, so I'm giving that one another go on Tuesday, and if I don't finish it, then again on Friday. Same with Echo. If I can finish those on Tuesday, we can do something else on Friday. Probably Wario, but those are both pretty big ifs. Those games have been treating me unkindly. I should make a command. I should make a command with the bot that will put the schedule, like the weekly schedule, in the chat. I'd have to update it every week, but I guess if I was just doing copy-paste, it wouldn't be that big of a hassle. I'm always trying to get to the point where I'm juggling fewer games. I feel like ideally I'd like to be doing no more than 4 games at a time, but I can't help myself. It always just balloons. I've gotten us down to 3 or 4 games at a time a few times, but it always just the simultaneous game count always just creeps back up there. Ooh. I was not expecting an enemy. Frownie's back. We're playing Tears of the Kingdom. Oh, Chozo, thank you for stopping by. But yeah, we're doing Tears of the Kingdom tonight, so I completely understand if you can't hang around. We're only doing it tonight, though, so the rest of the week is gonna be. I think everything for the rest of the week is retro stuff. I don't remember what I put on the schedule for Wednesday, though. I don't know why I can't. Let me just look in the Discord. I'm gonna probably feel silly when I do. I think I only put it on the schedule for tonight. Maybe we put Tears on Wednesday. Maybe I'm wrong. Oh yeah, Wednesday we're gonna play some Aladdin games. We kept talking about Aladdin on the Super Nintendo. I need food, audio only mode activated. I hope you find something delicious, Game and Fit. I will lurk, I just can't watch. Thank you, Chozo. Very much appreciated. Do you ever drop games without finishing them, other than that horse game? Did we not finish a horse game? I thought we finished all the horse games. I mean, some of my... I mean, it's hard to tell, so maybe I didn't finish it, but I thought I did everything you could do. But yeah, we've dropped a few games, Chompy. I was saying before, I really like to try and take everything we play to credits, but I remember one where it was unclear. Yeah, I couldn't. For 2 of the horse games, actually, like they didn't seem to have like a credits roll scenario. So I ran out of things to do. If I somehow discover that there's more stuff in either game that I missed, then I'll put them back on. But I don't know how that would happen. I guess if I tune into a stream of someone else playing one of them and I'm like, oh, I never did that, then we'll go back to it. But games that we've quit. We quit Dragon Warrior Monsters. I wasn't having a bad time with that game, but it's one of those things where I just kind of forgot to schedule it for a while. And because it's like an RPG, like, I'm not confident about being able to jump back into it. It's also not the most thrilling kind of game to watch me play. I feel like it's very kind of repetitive with not a lot going on. So we dropped Dragon Warrior Monsters sort of unintentionally. I intentionally dropped the Wonderful 101, which was kind of sad because that was a game I really wanted to like, but I just could not get into it. I was repeatedly frustrated and having a bad time with that game. So we abandoned that one. We abandoned them's fighting herds as well. That game. That game was like a combination adventure game and fighting game. I liked the adventure game aspects of it. I did not like the fighting game aspects of it. So we did abandon that game too. There have been games that I put down for a really long time. And then went back to, like, after months, though. Turtles on the Turtles 2 on the NES was one of those games. Like, I played it, like, I don't know, 4 or 5 times on the stream. And couldn't beat it. And then I didn't play it for, like, a year and a half. And then we started playing it again, and I did finally beat it. So something I put down for a long time doesn't necessarily mean it's abandoned, but I kind of abandoned Taz on the Super Nintendo as well. I expect I'll go back to that one someday, though. So I wouldn't list that among the abandoned games, but it sure seems like it at the moment, I have to admit. My goodness, there's so many of these. Hey, Fuzzy Boots, welcome in. Happy Sunday to you. Hope you have been doing well. Since last I saw you. Super NES Aladdin is greater than Genesis Aladdin, Game and Fit says. I wholeheartedly agree, Game and Fit. But I'm going to try and play through both of them. Super NES Aladdin will be no problem. Genesis Aladdin, I'm not confident about my ability to make it all the way through. I mean, I've beaten it before, but it has limited continues. So if I do really badly, I could get stuck and not be able to make it through it. But I'll try my best. But I want to do both of them, and then if I can successfully do both of those, then we might do some of the portable Aladdin games as well. And those will be first playthroughs if we do any of those. trying Abadox on NES. No death tomorrow, Dynamite says. And I better do it if I'm still legit. I know I've done it years ago. I wish you luck, Dynamite. I hope that goes well. I've never actually played that game. I'm sure that comes as a tremendous shock. Them's Fighting Herds has a small competitive scene, Fuzzy Boots says. I can't really judge it as a fighting game because I'm so trash and inexperienced with fighting games that, like, it could be the best one in the world and I wouldn't be able to tell. But I was not having fun with the fighting game elements of that game. I had fun with the adventure part where we got to sort of walk around and talk to characters. That was a good time. But all of the, like, boss fights just ruined me. Excuse me. The thing with fighting games is the community is spread over a lot of games, but it's one that still has a pretty dedicated following, similar to racing games, Fuzzy Boots says. Genesis Aladdin is a game where I'm surprised it still has the reputation it does, Chompy says. There are a lot of people, yeah, I mean, I've been told by a lot of people that they really like and prefer the Genesis Aladdin, and I cannot be among them. And I'm sure, I'm sure that I'm biased in my own ways. Since I only played the Super NES one as a kid. And only played the Genesis one, much, much later. But the Genesis Aladdin is just really rough. I don't like the level design. This flame emitter is a really useful tool. I got a bow. I love it. Are there any games you haven't beaten because they're simply too hard? Game and Fit asks. I mean, Taz on the Super NES is pretty hard. I haven't beaten that one, so that might be a good example. I still haven't beaten Earthworm Jim on the Game Boy. So that's one too. Both of those have so far. I'm pretty Taz. I don't know. I don't know if I'll ever be able to beat Taz. That game might be too hard for me. I'm pretty confident I will eventually beat Earthworm Jim. So, like, that one is one I would say it's too hard for now. But I don't think it's really an answer to your question, because I am confident that I will eventually beat that game. Taz, though, I might never beat that one. I'm sure there are probably some other examples too. I'm having a hard time thinking of them, but I'm pretty confident that I can. I'm pretty confident that I can eventually beat pretty much every game that I try. The key word there being eventually. I don't think there's any. I don't know if there's any game. There aren't too many games that I sincerely think I have no chance of ever beating. I mean, in the moment, every game I play feels too hard. And I despair and say that I'll never beat it, but if I reflect from a place of a detached calm, then I'm fairly confident. Not like there weren't genuinely great Disney games in that era either. There's lots of them. Fuzzy Boot says it's like anything, they just take practice. Yeah, and I just don't. I just kind of lack the desire. I kind of lack the motivation to, because fighting games just don't in general appeal to me, so I don't play a lot of them, so I never practice, so I never get good. It's kind of like a cycle. It's a genre that doesn't really appeal to me, so I never play it, so I never practice, so I never get good at it. And then since it doesn't appeal to me conceptually, and then I'm also bad at it, then that further discourages me from playing it, like from playing them. So I'm really far behind here, so I need to catch up. Shinji Mikami was the guy who directed Aladdin for the SNES. He thought the Genesis one was better too because the graphics were done by Disney illustrators, and he has a sword. But truth be told, Super NES is more fun and is a more complete game. I like the gameplay version of I like the gameplay of the Super NES version a lot more. I like the fluid parkour of the Super NES game. I'll take that over a sword any day of the week. I heard the devs originally wanted to do My Little Pony, but they couldn't get the license, so they had to mix things up. Fuzzy Boots says. I think that's for the better. I prefer the games that I play to be standalone IP rather than interpretations of some sort of franchise or other media. Like Journey to Silius, right? People always talk about how Journey to Silius was supposed to be a Terminator game, and I'm happy it's not. Like I prefer that it's its own thing. That's always much more interesting to me. I used to not understand how good gamers are bad at fighting games, Dynamite says. Then I realized skill sets vary, because I can't even pick up a sports game to save my life. The final fight with Jafar on the Genesis was the nail in the coffin for me. To see him on screen is to lose the battle. What were they thinking, Game and Fit says. The problem, I just don't like the level design is very confusing in the Genesis version to me. And where that game really fell apart for me was the inside the genie's lamp stage. That level is indefensible. I'm pretty sure I had a rough time with Jafar as well, but I don't remember that part of the game as clearly. Oh, there's got to be an opening to this somewhere. Right? How do those bokoblins get inside if there's no opening? I mean, maybe there was an opening, they went inside and then they sealed it up, right? That would be the answer. Aha, here we are. It's weird that the Lion King game has modern re-releases, but Castle of Illusion hasn't, Chompy says. I've never played Castle of Illusion. The Lion King is a pretty rough game, too. exactly sure what I want to do about these guys. Alright, we're okay. What'd I even come in here for? There's nothing... There's no, like, treasure or anything. Totally feel that. Just like to dip your toes in every once in a while. I feel that, Fuzzy Boot says. I do that with some genres as well. Most fighting games take months to master the combinations and stuff. I like simpler fighting games like Smash Bros, Naruto, Dragon Ball Z. Those are just jump in and have fun kind of games. I like the Smash Brothers games. I like those quite a bit. But I kind of treat them more like party games than fighting games, right? Because I play them with lots of items and nonsense, and a lot of like the depth and skill of the combat is lost on me. Alright, Frownie, good night. Better have Abadoc success to report tomorrow night if I see you. Hopefully I'll get to see you, Dynamite. I wish you the best of luck in your no-death pursuit. I look forward to hearing some good news from you regarding that. Be well until I see you again, my friend. Kind of get the Aladdin thing, but the love for the Lion King game is inexcusable. So Aladdin, if I'm not mistaken, was the third best-selling game on the Genesis. So it's a game that gets a lot of love because everyone had it. If you want a simple fighting game, play Street Fighter 2 World Warrior on Super NES. Only 8 characters, not many moves, and there's unlimited continues. Sounds like a good way to get into things. I think I have that game. I'm not sure. I have a couple versions of Street Fighter 2. He's collapsed. I gotta eat something. Alright, well, see you later. I don't know where that electricity thing that I was exploring like an hour ago. I have no idea where that was. Oh. I know where it is. It's over because it was in a cave, so of course. I'm a fool. It would be on the map. So now I know. Yeah. Never mind. I know where it is. Cool. I'm pretty certain I'm the first person to ever make a wreath of electric chew jellies. Just not sure what to do about this thing. World Warrior's the OG. There's very little going on, and the gameplay's slow. Well, that doesn't sound like a ringing endorsement. The real kinds of fighting games I like, Game and Fit says, are the 3D games where you walk around and beat people up. Sifu, Sleeping Dogs, etc. Street Fighter keeps it more simple, that's true, whereas with Tekken 6, there's months worth of combos. Just to read, not even execute. So much for the powerful electricity of this scale. The sun is up. Quick, give me a mirror. I mean, it's shining into the cave. Oh no, sunlight was not the key. I mean, I kind of determined a while ago that sunlight would not be the key. But then I got hopeful again that it would be. I think I've got to just abandon this thing for now. I put... Like, I feel bad. I put so much work in. That's work with air quotes around it. Hey, hey, welcome in. Intoxicate, good to see you. Thank you for the raid. Welcome to Tears of the Kingdom. We are having a very unproductive night, but, I mean, I'm having fun. How was your stream? What were you up to, and how did things go? And welcome in to the rest of the raiders as well. Very pleased to have you here, of course. Mario emote reminds me I need to watch the Super Mario... I need to watch Super Mario Bros. Right now for the 274th time. SMB movie was good. One of the best movies of 1993. One of the best movies of all time. Put a little thing there. Because I think that... I'm not going to figure this out tonight. Oh, all that sunk time. Just wasted. It's all right. Time you enjoy wasting is not wasted. Stream was good. Did Overwatch, and then the Retro Roulette, down to the last 10 games in the shuffler. Right on. Are there any especially noteworthy titles left in the mix? Like anything anything that you look forward to landing on, or anything that you dread? There's a lot of little details that are easy to miss your first time watching the Mario movie. Yeah, I've only seen it once. I meant the new one. Yeah, I figured you did mean the new one, Game and Fit. I was intentionally misunderstanding. I've only seen the new one once. It was pretty good. It was kind of what I expected it to be. But I thought they did all right with it. You look like a gentle soul who wouldn't hurt anything, but you're really strong. Let me give you this as thanks for your help. It's great to eat, even when you're on the road.
Oh.
I, Water, am wandering all throughout Hyrule collecting bugs. Oh, Beetle's got some competition, it seems. I can't pass up an opportunity. You trolled me. I can't pass up an opportunity to pay my respects to to Mario Bros 93 whenever it arises. Are you perhaps also a fan of insects?
Ooh.
Honestly, how could you not be? From their beautiful wings paired to their tough exoskeletons, what perfect creatures. Oh, I've got it. As thanks for your help, let me gift you my knowledge of all things insecta. That's a sciencey name for bugs. You're traveling around Hyrule too, so such wisdom will help you find all sorts of bugs on your journey. Let me start with the basics. I'm sure you know that Hyrule has warm regions and cold regions, right? Well, just like most folks, our different buggy friends prefer different climates depending on their needs. So, warm regions like Eldon are often home to summer wing butterflies and warm darners. Meanwhile, cold darners and winter wing butterflies prefer cold regions like Hebra. So you see, if you know what kind of bugs live where you're heading, it makes the journey that much more fun. And that's it for Dr. Waters' Insect Crash Course. I hope we meet again somewhere soon. Ah. On the one hand, I want to talk to that guy again so I can be sure I extract all of his dialogue. Just for the sake of collecting all the dialogue. On the other hand, I really don't want to be bogged down in a lecture with game trivia that I'm already well aware of. I didn't know if I could make an electric tumbleweed. I guess that sounds like a pretty silly idea when I say it out loud. I can see that thing from a pretty great distance. But, like, the thing is, like, the sign guy's down there. If I am supposed to collect an electric orb to take up there, like, how far away could it possibly be located? I don't think it's going to be located where a geoglyph is, so I think this is. Like, I would think that this is, like, the perfect location for it, since we're kind of far away. It would be a challenge to get it over there, but we can clearly see the destination. Maybe up there. That's so far. That's so far away. Stuff isn't usually that spread out in this game, I feel like. When the goal is to get an object from point A to point B, like usually the 2 points are real close to each other. It would be hilarious if Beetle jumped out of nowhere and assassinated that guy during the conversation. It would definitely make me consider being more polite to Beetle when I come across him. I mean, I don't think I'm in the habit of mistreating Beetle, but... I could always show greater levels of respect, I suppose. Way to go. Hey, Angelus, welcome in. Thank you for the raid, my friend. How are you? I missed you, Frownie. Thank you, Angelus. It is certainly great to see you again. Thank you for the raid. Looks like you were playing Mega Man Maker tonight. Sounds like it was probably a good time, but fill us in. How did the stream go? Any particularly interesting levels? Beetle's sneaky, don't trust him. Thanks for the save. This isn't much of a reward, but I hope it helps. That is not much of a reward. I'm still chasing down the mystery of those geoglyphs that appeared after the upheaval. I've seen the geoglyph here, but now I have to decide whether to look for others or to delve into the dragon mystery. You heard about this? Some folks say there are these legendary creatures called dragons right here in Hyrule. Lots of people claim to have seen one, and I know they exist because when I was a girl, I saw one too. Though my memory of it is pretty hazy. I must have been too awestruck by its majesty. One thing most rumors have in common is the dragons are seen flying through the sky, so I should search from high ground. Any of that catch your interest? Then you should keep an eye on the sky too. Well, that's all from me today. See you around, I hope. I am well acquainted with the dragons. Free treasure chests? Don't mind if I do. Not really much of a find, but I'm alright with it. This does not appear to be what I hoped it might be. Which would be, you know, the home of some electric thing to take up there. Not a clue in sight. I thought there'd be at least some clue, but there's nothing. Oh, hey, partner. I didn't think I'd be running into you here. Oh, it's this guy. Did you hear how well the articles investigating the rumors of Princess Zelda did? Apparently, folks really enjoyed them. To think we were able to reveal the truth behind those stories. It was thanks to me. It was thanks to you. We made a great team. Let's say that. Right, well, maybe it's not my place to say, but I think we made a great team. Our first time working together, too. That's the right way to look at it, anyway. But I'll also say, on any given story, whoever did the earliest talking with sources probably gets the most credit for wrapping it up. So which of us was the most helpful one here? We'll make a great team. Nice of you to keep saying that, but look, you need to see it from this angle. On any given story, whoever got the first questions... Alright. I mean, he definitely wants me to just give him credit, right? You think so too, partner. My zeal for the truth behind a story is what got us to the answers, that's for sure. Who are we kidding? We both know that you were the one who did most of the heavy lifting, partner. Without you, I wouldn't have gotten all the facts for our stories. Hard to look at myself in the mirror realizing that. It'd be good for me to relax in this place. A famous bard perfected his craft here, studying the songs of this land. Besides, our editor, Tracy, she told me to take some time off. I'll stay right here and look out across the land, just like that bard. I'll get in touch with my reporting instincts. Then you bet I'll get my talons on a huge scoop that will knock you flat on your tail feathers, partner. Just you wait. What do we... That guy's carrying a treasure chest. I don't know if I've ever seen that. Huh. Is it anything special? It is not. Oh. I just thought of something I didn't try. Over there in that electric place. Oh, it's so far away. I don't really want to go all the way back over there. Oh, there's also a sign guy. I didn't help him build his thing. I need to go back for him, too. Thank you for the shout out. Last level was immensely frustrating. Enjoyed the levels for the most part, but the last one I played I had to give up on it was the first level. I had to thumbs down. I don't do that very often. I feel like you've played that game quite a few times, so that's a pretty good track record. If I'm right, you know, about how much I feel like you've how much time you've put into that game to only have given a thumbs down to one or only a few levels. Not bad. Oh, it's one of those big guys down there. I didn't even realize. 5 bomb flowers? That's nice. Perfect timing. No, I electrocuted myself. No, I want his weapon. I still... Alright, that was messy, but we got him. Where am I? I've completely lost track of, like, what I'm up to, where I'm going. I'm kind of a disaster. Come on, something good. What am I doing on arrows? I only have 6 arrows? This is bad. Alright, let me see. The mystery of this thing right here is driving me a little bit out of my mind. I wonder if that's something significant. Oh, I've been over here before. I didn't remember it, but I saw that Korok. Let's see if I can find that sign guy. They weren't even transporting anything. Alright, let's see what the best way to do this is. Can I not just do that? No, I cannot just do that. I thought those things were sturdier than they are. Surely this will be fine. Heartbreaking. Victory. Our usual $20 prize. Spicy seafood rice balls. Those are useful. And a puff shroom. That's not so useful. Those things are probably tremendously useful, and it's just the problem is that I don't understand or bother. This tree is called an evermean? What? Evermean? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. How am I 200 hours into the game and I just now discover the most disgusting pun ever mean? I kind of like it. Alright, I've got to go get some more arrows. Oh, I can get an extra heart too. There's like a missing poster for me and Zelda. I'm just kind of looking around at what's out in the field here. It's been a while since I passed through this part of the world. I feel like we've already done this quest. To wipe out these enemies? I mean, to waste all those arrows I just bought. Oh, I didn't know there was a powerful bokoblin here. I didn't see him before. I thought it was odd that the... Why is that guy so effectively ruining me? Victory. Hey! Sark, welcome in. Thank you for the raid, my friend. Retro's looking better than I remember. I forgot to change my category. I mean, sometimes I don't update my category just because I don't know. I'm usually in the retro category. I just don't bother. I would have actually changed it tonight. I just forgot. Thank you for the raid, though. It's great to see you again, Sark. I hope you've been doing well. I've been away. I took a little vacation last week myself, so we are easing back into things. I trust you've been up to some exciting things. What was on the menu on your stream tonight? Spelunky 2. That's what it looks like anyway, provided you are better about updating your category than I am. All right, we're in Tears of the Kingdom now. Hope you had fun. Yeah, we had a good time. Some of my family came to visit us, and we ended up going over to Michigan for most of the week. So I saw a lot of boats. I saw a lot of bridges. I saw a lot of waterfalls. Went to a bunch of different thrift stores. It was a good time. It was a lot of fun. More Spelunky 2 every Sunday until I manage to clear Cosmic Ocean. I've never played a Spelunky game. They're kind of like I know it's a platformer type of game. I thought it was like what is the word? Like randomly generated? I don't know if that's accurate though.
Hi.
I don't know what I'm talking about. We've already been through all this dialogue several times, so I'm just gonna skip through it real quick. $100 is nice. And oh, I wonder if I have to go around to all of the forts that these guys clear out. I wonder if I have to do that in one Blood Moon cycle. Because they tell me where they're going next. That's probably what that's all about. That seems like quite the quest. I feel like I should wait for the blood moon to occur, because I would hate to be halfway through with clearing all those guys out. Is this a Korok? It is. And then have the blood moon come up and have to restart everything. That would be awful. Oh, I don't think I mentioned it, my friends, but while I'm just kind of pointlessly bouncing around, you should use that that link there to give Sark a follow if you are not doing that yet. He's got a wonderful stream. He does lots of retro stuff across all kinds of platforms and chases achievements. So there's a there are some struggles. if you are like I think you are, my friends, fans of taking on a good retro challenge, then look no further than our friend Sarconius. He does games of quality, but also he has a mechanism for viewers to select his games for him, so he does a lot of trash too. And we all love our trash. I feel like I must have explored this little area like 1,000 years ago. Doesn't seem entirely familiar to me, though. I was supposed to be getting some more arrows. I don't know what became of that. Well, I can't have been here too much. I missed this Korok. Looks like I need to stop and do some cooking, too. I'm almost out of food. Oh, I'm almost out of useful food, anyway. Hrafnir says, I started a Super Ghouls and Ghost run to complete it with the bracelet. Very nice. I'm pretty sad that I missed that. Hopefully I'll be able to catch at least part of it. It's quite the challenge, but certainly nothing that you can't do if you stick with it. I think you'll be just fine, my friend. This is a very disorganized night with this game. I've not been terribly productive. This is certainly a talus. Oh my goodness, why did we explode? I disagree with that bounce. The way I got bounced off just now, I don't think that made a lot of sense. I just defeated this talus with the heart of a different talus. That's nice. I spent like 2 hours on the last 2 stages alone. I mean, that's where all of the challenge is. I mean, that's the thing about Super Ghouls and Ghosts, right? Like, yes, the whole game is a little tough, but really, until you get to the last stage on Loop 2, like, that's what it's all about. I don't know which of these items. Yeah, I don't know which of these items is the better choice to attach this heart to, but I mean, I kind of made my decision, so I have to live with it. I love I came out here for arrows. I don't know what happened to that. Yeah, I'm just a disaster. That's just all there is to it. Those catch the flower things are some of the strangest Korok puzzles. It's a very weird idea. That's a boar. I thought it was a Goron. So I have been over here because I did that sign. but it looks like I wasn't very thorough. My stone talus hammer is already falling apart. Alright, we're gonna take a moment to cook some stuff. Let me see what I've got. I mean, it's kind of like they did a lot to streamline the, like, cooking process, but it's still rather painful. Oh, I'm missing a thing. And it didn't matter. It was worth the same amount of... it was worth the same amount of hearts either way. I was expecting that bomb to explode. It's kind of weird that it didn't. Tough meat stuffed pumpkin. I like it. Alright. That's enough cooking for now. Hey, this is good. Let's see if there's any clothes I can upgrade. Actually, before we do that, let me just take a moment and cut my VOD real quick.